What's up, y'all? This is Duana, aka Glamazon 1026, and welcome to the Glam Room. Today we're going to be doing a 30-minute face. It is beginner friendly. You're going to get eyeshadow, you're going to get foundation tips, you're going to get highlight and contouring tips. So stick with me and you'll see exactly how to get this face and plenty other faces like this in less than 30 minutes.
My pineapple, yeah.
Alright, so the first thing that we're gonna do is some eyeshadow. I have the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, and we're going to put that as our base. Now, if you don't have discoloration on your lids, you do not have to use concealer. But if you do have discoloration, concealer is perfect because it gives it a nice blank canvas. So for eyeshadow, today we're going to be using the 27 by Mented Cosmetics palette. I decided to pick this palette because it is a very nice neutral palette. We are going to start with Nip Slip, which is this shade right here. On a fluffy brush, this is a Wet n Wild eyeshadow brush that I got from, I think, Walgreens for like $1. It's a really good brush. And we're just going to put that all over our lid. And when you finish putting it down and it has the amount of pigment that you want to just use the tip of that brush and blend it out. Blending in small circles all across the lid so that there is no harsh lines. So now we're going to take this next shade, Moxie, right here on the same brush, and we are going to put that in our crease. When you get that as pigmented as you want it, you are going to do the same thing that you did before and use the tip to just blend out everything together. I'm also going to tap Moxie all over my lid, and that is just going to be our eyeshadow look. Eyeshadow does not have to be complicated for it to look good. So our eyeshadow is done. I'm going to finish priming my face. I used the Vegan Milk Moisturizer by Milk Makeup, and then I'm going to use the Soothing Primer Oil by Nola Skin Essentials, and then finally going to finish it up with the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I find that these three together give me a really, really great looking base for all my makeup, for every single makeup look. They actually all look good by themselves too. I'm going to go in with the Nika K HD Concealer to color correct. If you don't have any dark spots, then you can absolutely skip this part. So under my eyes, they're a little bit dark. I like to color correct them so that I don't have to go over them with as much foundation and concealer. I usually let my color corrector sit a little bit so that it's a little bit, it'll blend, not easier, but it'll have more coverage when you blend it out. I'm going to be using the Pat McGrath foundation in the shade Medium Deep 22 to cover my face.
My pineapple, yeah.
So now I'm going to go in with the Pat McGrath concealer and highlight my face. I usually highlight under my eyes, my forehead, the bridge of my nose, oops, Cupid's bow, and the chin. If you don't want to pay $32 for a concealer, you can get the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. They also have one that's a little bit more matte, but I haven't tried that one. But I really, really like this concealer as well, and it's $6. I don't use any special brush to blend out my concealer. I just use my foundation brush. If you use beauty blenders, you can also blend out your concealer with the beauty blender that you use to blend out your foundation. When I'm blending it out, I like to spritz down the brush with some primer or setting spray, just a little bit, just to give it a little bit more, I don't know, je ne sais quoi, you know? Just to give it a little bit more of that. So then I'll just start blending it out. I eat religiously, I need my sweetness instantly. Every time that she's around, she's sweet, I'm finding this, she's sour. Just waiting, I wait, my little flower. Every time that she's around. So I'm gonna pick up my Range Beauty setting powder and I'm going to use that to set the concealer that I just put on my face, that we just blend out. I use a very little bit of powder. Different people like different things. I find that if you use a little bit of powder, you're less likely to have flashback, but your face will still be set. So and then I press it in with my foundation brush. Now I'm just gonna take a giant brush. It doesn't have to be any type of, just a giant powder brush, and I'm gonna use that to blend in any excess powder that we might have on our face, and it's basically gonna set the rest of our face. And now we can use that same brush to go in with our Makeup Revolution Splendor Ultra Matte Bronzer in the shade Medium to bronze our face. Now you want to be really careful with this because it's very pigmented. So you just want to take a little bit on your brush like this, look, like that, maybe 2. Tap some of that off and just go into the hollows of your cheeks, because we're not contouring, we're just bronzing today. We're going to put it on the top of our forehead. We're just going to warm the face back up. So now I'm gonna go in with some blush, and I'm gonna go throwback to one of my favorite blushes from olden days, and this is Chivalry by Makeup Geek. And I'm going to get a little bit of that blush on my brush. That's a tongue twister. I'm just going to blend on top of the bronzer. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. And now I'm going to spray down my face. So I'm going to use the Becca Skin Love Glow Shield Prime and Set Mist to just make everything melt together. So refreshing. It's going to make everything look so good. So while we're waiting for that to dry, I'm going to take a small brush. This is the Makeup Geek Defined Crease Brush. I'm going back in with Moxie. And we're going to put that right up under our lower lash line. You want to make sure that whatever you put under your lower lash line, especially the darker color, you don't want to put the darker color lower than where your eyelashes are. That helps keep you from looking like a raccoon. And you want to make sure that you connect it to the darker color on the outer V of your eye. We are going to go in with Nip Slip, which was the other color that we used, and we're going to use that to blend Moxie out. Since this is lighter, you can bring it lower than your eyelashes. And then make sure that Nip Slip, or whatever lighter color you're using, comes to the outside right here. Just finishes the look up, and it gives you a nice oval shape, or almond shape rather. So now I'm going to take this e.l.f. highlighting brush with the Mented Cosmetics Skin Glazing Highlighter in the shade Amnesia. I'm just going to rub it over that. And I'm going to take the flat side of this brush and just pat the highlighter on. Right here. Ooh, that looks good. I'm going to take it up here, and I'm going to put a little bit under my my eyebrow. I'm going to use the Fenty Full Frontal Mascara. If you don't know how to put on lashes, or if you don't want to put on lashes, you can stop here for the face. Okay, so last but not least, you want to make sure that you have a lip that is as poppin' as the rest of your face, right? So I'm going to be putting on the MAC Prep and Prime to give my lips a little bit extra moisture. And I'm going to line my lips with the Alamar Cosmetics Coquette Lip Liner. And I'm going to do something that I've been doing recently that looks really good. going to line the entire top lip and then just line the outer corners of my bottom lip. Finish off the lip, I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty Girly Lip Gloss. This is a new shade that they just released. And I'm going to put that on my lower lip. Alright, so now that we're finished the face, we're going to go back with our setting spray. And we're just going to give it one more good go. Alright guys, this is the finished look. Here is my 30-minute face. I hope this was easy enough for you guys to follow along. If you like this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell so that you can be a part of the Glam fam and know exactly when I upload. When you thumbs up the video, when you like the video, it lets YouTube know that you like my content and they will keep pushing my content to your feed. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Glamazon1026, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.